Well, hello there, my name is HW, and thank you so much for watching Tone Digger TV. I thought it'd be really cool today to talk about IRs and how I'm using them with the Kemper. The release of the editor has changed the way I've been using the Kemper at home. It's changed the way that I'm viewing IRs. I used to view them as something that is really for other devices. The Kemper doesn't need IRs, but man, now that it's easy to just bring in all the IRs I want and try them out with different stuff, I've been playing a bunch more IRs at home, and it's really got me appreciating just how you compare microphones and just different IRs with different stuff. It's really cool. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so you can see my screen here, and what we're playing is the MAC10X3 profile. Now, if I want to change the IR, all I've got to do is here. I've got to click on cab, and I can cycle the cab on and off. I'm going to go under all presets, and I'm going to go down to local library, because that's where I put all my IRs. Now, all you have to do is grab IRs of like any format, and just throw them in any resolution, whatever. Just throw them in here, and the Kemper now converts it. The editor now converts it and throws it on the Kemper. So the profile that I was just playing is like an AC10 circuit through some blues. Now here's a different cab of blues, and here are the same microphones used. Here's the 62 blues from Stu G 62 blues, 62 AC30 that had some original blues in it. The most gorgeous sounding speakers I've ever seen, I've ever heard. They're right over there, kind of behind that guitar. It's a little dark over there, but they're beautiful. Here's the same microphones, exact same microphones and exact same pre's that we used on here. And now you will hear the difference in these speakers. Check this out. Gosh, there's just such a warm, woody quality to that IR and those speakers, and they come through beautifully. Now, the microphone positions could have been off a little bit, which could contribute to some of the difference in the high end. The amp, at the time that I was testing, the microphones could have been a little brighter than I had that amp, so the speaker, where I put the microphones was a little in a warmer spot. But gosh, just that beautiful woody characteristic. I love being able to now give just an amp a little different flavor. What a sound! Holy cow. All right, let's jump into some of these other IRs because I want you to hear how some of these sound. Here is the 7B. This is like a John Mayer uses these live. For a dynamic microphone, you're immediately going to hear the difference between dynamic and like a ribbon and a dynamic together. So it's going to sound a little more focused. That is a good sound for live use. John Mayer uses these live compared to a 57, which you'll hear in a moment. The 7B has a nice full sort of low end, and I would say a very balanced across the board board kind of thing. It's actually really a vocal microphone, but it sounds like a very large condenser. It sounds like a very large dynamic microphone. It sounds beautiful. Here is that sound. A beautiful sound, and it really makes sense when I'm saying that's a full sounding kind of, when I say that's a full sounding dynamic microphone. Now listen to it compared to the 57, which is sort of the typical pokey sounding dynamic mic that we're all used to live. There's a sound there. 57s, at first, I know that sounds at first a little pokey, a little piercy, but 57s cut through the mix. They put the guitar right where they want, where people want them. It's live. They just do the thing well. They even do it in recording. It's really a beautiful thing. It's a really good sort of, deal to be able to pull out. Now, if I could have one microphone for the rest of my life, you can only use one and it's got to work in all situations, I'm choosing the 906, because to me it does the 57 thing and it almost sounds like I've added another microphone to a 50, like it fixes what I dislike about the 57, and I think it just sounds a little better than a 7B. I don't know why, I just really like it. To me it has a fat sound. Check it out. Sounds like this. I don't know, they just sound, that microphone to me, that 906, I would take that as an all-purpose microphone pretty much over anything. It's not my favorite microphone for everything at all. In fact, it's just that it does enough things well, and I think it sounds good live and would sound good recorded, and I just think it sounds great. Here it is on the neck, by the way. That was with the number 2 position, all of that. So check this. Here's the number 2 position. Sorry, that was the 4 position. Here's the 2 position. Great sounding. Okay, you start putting microphones together and you're going to get stuff like this. Here's a fat head and a 57. Now you're going to get the pokiness of that 57, and now you're going to get the low end of the fat head. Really a fat sounding microphone. I'm going to go back to the original pickup position I was on, that number 4 position. It's both of these pickups together. Now here's the neck. To me, the Fathead 57 combo is the quintessential blues rock combo. It makes guitar sound fat and thick in a way that I just think is gorgeous. It's not, now you're not going to get the clearest bass. It's round. It's round and it's fat. But all this stuff. And when you come down to like even the bridge, check this out. You're gonna get beautiful stuff. To me, it makes Strats. If you have a imagine you're the Edge, and you're trying to do, you're trying to fill up a lot of sound, and you want a lot of delays, but you don't want your Strats to sound thin, but you want it to sound bright, you know. Beautiful stuff. All right, I'm gonna click here. You know, silky highs, beautiful clear low end. It's got to be a Royer 121. Maybe my favorite microphone, but it's in some amps it's perfect on its own. In some applications, it's perfect on its own. I'm going to show you this. This might be one of the ones where it's perfect on its own. Capturing a set of blues, kind of placed in a position where you really get the silkiness of the highs and the clear low end. It's beautiful. For live playing, I want a little dynamic poke in the high mid, so I always pair it with a 57. That's a very popular combination. A Royer 121 and a 57 might be the most recorded guitar pairing ever. That would probably be accurate. But this is just the 121 by itself. I'm gonna play something up high and then get down to something low, and you're gonna hear that silkiness, and I'm even gonna play it just on the neck of this thing, because this is beautiful. Just listen how those highs are silky. They're not too harsh. I'm even gonna go to the bridge, and it's still silky. The 121 does this. Stop it. Get out of here. In between positions, listen to this. That's tone, man. That's tone. Bright, beautiful. It sounds analog, like a vinyl record. You know, like silky, high-end, smooth. People, man, I just go sometimes. People think they love the sound of vintage everything. You like the sound of vintage recording, dude. I can sit here and play this guitar with that IR on so many amplifiers all day because that's silky high end. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now listen, now, check this out. Now I'm going to pair it with a 57 and it's going to go like this. Turn off the computer. Turn it off. And go play the guitar. Go play that IR. Come on. Are you kidding? Oh, God. It's just beautiful. Pokey. That's with the 57. Here's the 121 by itself again. When you add the 57, it's not nearly as silky, it's not nearly as beautiful, it's not nearly as gorgeous. But you know what? It's like it's like when you fall in love with a girl and you begin to see all the little things. The freckles, the little, like, you know, just how maybe the little, like, small chip in a tooth, you know, you know, a wrinkle, you know what I mean? And it adds to it. It's like the checking on this guitar you know, I got a huge ding that I just put in this thing. I have no idea how it happened, but I looked down and went, oh my gosh, that was not there. But it's monumentally better for all of its marks. And you can hear the richness in like that 121 by itself in the high end. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's like a smooth whiskey, right? With notes of like vanilla and but you know what you get with notes of vanilla? You're not going to get notes of raspberry. Nothing has everything. And so that gorgeous, silky high end might work for Robin Ford in a 3-piece band, but it's not going to work for your Sunday morning worship environment. It's not really going to work in a classic rock band, to be honest. It's not going to work for AC/DC, but it might work for Robin Ford, for Larry Carlton, right? So the 57, while maybe not as like incredibly beautiful, the 57 just pokes out and is a little more forward, right? It's like all of a sudden that girl you fell in love with, she's a lot less subtle. She put on makeup and eyeshadow, and now it's all deliberate. There's no subtlety in the beauty. It's all forward and out there. That's good for some occasions. You get it? You get what I'm saying? IRs are beautiful. I hope you start using them. We got a bunch of IR packs on the site. You can check them out. I'm gonna be making some stuff, and I'm gonna have some stuff available for free real soon. And I'm working on some more stuff for Fender stuff and everything. And they're gonna be gorgeous. They're just gonna be gorgeous. They really are. I'm gonna be doing a lot more content on IRs because I see a lot of people who don't seem to understand quite IRs in their totality. I want to help educate everybody, and I want to put some free stuff in some people's hands, no matter what your platform. My name is HW. Thank you so much for watching Tone Junkie TV. Love y'all. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Kwanzaa. Rosh Hashanah. I don't know. What are you celebrating right now? Is Ramadan on? I don't know. Goodwill. Good vibes, dude, to everybody. My name's HW. HW.